If you have been opportune, or if you have had the opportunity to work in water processing company, you'll find out that chlorine performs a very important role in purification of water. And what does chlorine actually do? Is chlorine kills the bacteria or the living microbes or the germs that are present in water. That is the work of chlorine here. And the work of this chlorine is not as if that the chlorine is the one doing this work. Chlorine reacts with water, and there is this one of the products of the, this reaction that takes care of this very particular work in the chlorination of water. And let's see this equation where chlorine as a molecule reacts with water to form HCl plus HOCl. And this HOCl is simply known as hypochlorous acid. Hypochlorous acid. And some people might write it this way: HClO is correct. The both is correct. So this is known as hypochlorous acid. And this hypochlorous happens is hypochlorous acid is formed. And this compound is the one that takes care of the bacteria or the microbes or the germs in water. It kills them. And also it can be used as a bleaching agent. So this is what happened. Now, we call this process in water treatment chlorination. Chlorination. Just add water to the chlorine and allow the chlorine or the product of the chlorine in the reaction to do the job. Okay, the next reaction is when we introduce a particular catalyst. Let's see sunlight. Yes, sunlight here can act as a catalyst. So let's introduce a reaction of chlorine with water when we expose it to the sunlight. Okay, when we expose this reaction, of the sunlight, the product of the reaction can no longer be the same. Here, this reaction has been exposed to the sunlight, and the product of the reaction can no longer. So now look at what happened. Instead of it giving this same product, which is HCl, and HOCl, which is hypochlorous acid, what it does is giving us only HCl liberating oxygen. It's giving us only HCl liberating what? Oxygen. In this reaction, instead of it giving us this, oxygen is liberated from the what? From the reaction. So the only thing we have to do here is to balance this reaction. Remember, this is gas, this is liquid water, and this is aqueous hydrochloric acid, and this is oxygen, which is also gas. So let's balance this equation. Let's go for oxygen 2. This is where we have problem. If we add 2 here, we have balanced oxygen, creating problem here, which in here is 4. So to balance hydrogen, we add 4 here. So if we have done that, chlorine here becomes 4, but chlorine here is 2. So we add 2 here to balance chlorine. So this is just the important reaction of chlorine with water. These reactions are very, very important. Take note. See you in my next class, and bye-bye.